Their kingdoms fall, their greatest warriors perish, and their most beautiful creations, like the silmarillions, are tainted by greed and grief. This wasn't just a plot. Tolkien was showing us something, that no matter how noble, no matter how strong, good things in Middle-earth are always at risk, because nothing perfect stays. When Sauron is defeated, the elves end, right? Well, not exactly. Because Tolkien knew something about the world, and about people. Evil doesn't vanish, it shifts, it changes form. Tolkien's world doesn't believe in final triumph, only the necessity of resistance. Sauron is gone, but Frodo is wounded. The Shire is scarred, the elves fade, and something bright is forever lost. Even in victory, there is exile. Perhaps the most haunting symbol of the long defeat is the elves themselves. They do not die, they do not age, but they fade, slowly, quietly, painfully. They watch the world change, their beauty becomes alien. Their presence becomes unnatural, and so they leave. The elves have their own labours and sorrows, and they pass into the west. This is not a punishment, but a relinquishing. Tolkien's elves are not meant to rule forever. They are a memory of a more beautiful time, slowly disappearing so that the world can move on. The long defeat is not just about battles, it's about letting go. So why keep fighting? If defeat is inevitable, why struggle? Because to Tolkien, courage in the face of decline is not futility, it is virtue. Not in triumph, but in persistence. Not in reclaiming the past, but in protecting the good that remains. Sam keeps planting, Faramir rebuilds. Aragorn rules wisely, knowing even his kingdom will fade in time. They all know what Frodo knew. There was no real going back, but still they go forward. Perhaps no character lives the long defeat more fully than Frodo. He saves the world, but he cannot save himself. I have been too deeply hurt. I tried to save the Shire, and it has been saved, but not for me. This is the cost. This is sacrifice. Frodo's plan doesn't cancel the victory, it defines it. It reminds us that some battles leave marks that even magic can't erase, and that healing is not the same as forgetting. Tolkien wasn't writing escapism, he was writing meaning. The long defeat is an answer to a world at war, loss, and fading cultures. It's what he saw in the trenches, what he grieved after the death of his friends, what he feared as modernity replaced myth. And yet, he didn't write despair. He wrote hobbits, he wrote lembas bread. He wrote hobbits, he wrote lembas bread, he wrote a ring thrown into fire. Not out of hatred, but out of mercy. Because while the world declines, there is still good worth preserving. Tolkien never promised us triumph. He promised us something quieter, a hope that endures even as beauty fades. The long defeat is not a failure, it's a frame, a way of seeking our own world with humility and heart. So let the elves fade, let the white tree shed its leaves, but hold your ground like a hobbit in a garden, and keep the fire lit, not because it will burn forever, but because it still burns now.